Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Ultimate TV coverage of the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder Esports League. Once again, we are here live from Lima, Ohio at the Limaland Motorsports Park for what is round number 5. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call as we get set. We've got just under 1 minute of qualifying left in the session. We'll see a total of what should be 4 heat races on the program for this evening. There'll be 8 laps in distance. The top 3 will go through to the main event. Everybody else will go through to what should be 3 last chance qualifiers. It'll be 3 B mains. So it'll take the top 3. In fact, there'll be 12. So that should take the top 4 to make a 24 car field. If there's 2 B mains with 4 heat races, it'll take the top 6 to make up a 24 car feature event. Again, we've just come off the DirtFan.com Pro Late Models, and we've seen some great 2 and 3 and 4 wide action from the Limaland Motorsports Park. A field of what is 43 drivers. A field of 43 drivers. We'll make that 44 drivers, in fact. We'll sign in, and we're going to see again just to confirm the heat races. There'll be 4 heats on the program. All right, heat race number 1 is not too far away. Let's take a look at your starting lineup for the first heat race of the evening, and it's going to be Tucker Elkins, the man that goes quick time here this evening. He will start from position number 1. From 2 will be the 19 car of Ryan Hodge. You go back to the second row, Evan C in the 33 car. Connor New in car 10. He'll start from position number 4. Position number 5 in the 25 car of Tyler Ducharme, and the 524 Brent Carey lines up at a position number 6. Position number 7 with the 07 car of Stephen Gaines. From 8 with the 741 car of James Starry. Position number 9 with the 46 of Robert Overstreet. From 10, car number 2 of Austin Holder. And your 11th and final starter in car number 3, Cole Younger, will start from position number 11. So it's going to be heat race number 1. Again, Tucker Elkins, the man that set quick time here this evening, will now get to, he will now get to lead us to the green flag in the first of 4 heat races here this evening. Ryan Hodge, what can you do in the outside of the front row in the racing.com number 9 machine? 12.084 was the quickest lap time for Tucker Elkins. Here we go off turn number 4. Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder Esports League is green, and already you've got Evan C to the race lead. Elkins gets into the back of Hodge. Ducharme sends it up the inside. The 07 car, Stephen Gaines trying to make it work. Ducharme going to go upstairs. Hodge to the inside on Tucker Elkins. They work side by side. Remember, top 3 will find themselves going straight into the main event. Everybody else with one of 3 last chance qualifiers. Elkins will go yellow. Oh, big contact here. Stephen Gaines in the 07 car. Let's take a look at your instant replay. That'll be on the 524 car there, Brett Carey. So again, we look at the situation at hand. Yeah, the 524 car, that one. But looks like we're ready to go green. So what is heat race number 1? So Brent Carey being given the EOL for that one. Now 1 to green. Thought we were getting ahead of ourselves there. Evan C, 3 down at the start-finish line. 5 to run. Hodge Immediately he's going to have some company with Tucker Elkins in the 87 machine. Keep an eye on the 10 car of Connor New as he works to the low side. Working upstairs now into 3 and 4 goes the 25 car of Tyler Ducharme. Ducharme looking to get a run there on the outside of Elkins, but Elkins just sits himself, parking himself on the bottom side of the raceway. Hodge in second position. Now Ducharme going to go to the middle along with James Starry. So 4 cars now going to battle it out for that final transfer position as they work into turn number 1 and 2. At the line, should be 36 1,000ths of a second, has now moved Tyler Ducharme into position number 3. Elkins will go back to position number 4. Could be a little bit further back now for the 87 car for the man that started on the pole of heat race number 1. Slide job by Connor New. He'll move it up in the front of the 87 car. The 87 car just has a good little look up under the skirt. Starry with a slider there on Connor New. The white flag is out. 1 to go for your race leader into 3 and 4. Slider from New. Top 3 going to find themselves going to the main event. Well done to Evan C. He will get the win. Heat race number 1. Let's take a look at the results. Evan C. gets the win there over Ryan Hodge. Tyler Ducharme, that'll be a top 3 that will go through to the main event. Connor New, James Starry, 4th and 5th. Tucker Elkins, Austin Holder. Then you go back to Brent Carey, Robert Overstreet, and Stephen Gaines. Your top 10. Heat race number 1, winner of Evan C. Getting ready to exit the race, getting ready, I should say, to exit the virtual race car. And we'll have a chat with the man that gets the job done after starting in that 3rd position. Evan C., congratulations on a heat race victory. You had to do it the hard way, but you made your intentions clear. Looking to go 1 better from the Pro Late Model main event. You must be happy with the car at the minute.
Oh, yeah, I think we just missed setup a little bit in qualifying there, and that's all it takes when, against these guys. But, made some changes for the heat race and felt pretty good on the bottom, and, it's starting to go away from me a little bit in those last laps, but held on for just long enough. We was able to pull off the heat win there, and I think we'll be able to carry the speed over we had from the Pro Lates into the feature and the Supers here.
Just said the car started to get away from there in those last couple of laps. Is now the time to just make those adjustments, get that car tightened up, just for what's going to be a 50-lap main event later on tonight.
Yeah, bottom's probably not going to be there based on the Pro Lates, so definitely want to be able to cut through the middle and the top pretty good when it slicks off, and that's pretty much what I think the line is going to go to based off last race. So we're making changes and see what we can do.
Make the changes. Good luck in the 50-lap main event later on tonight. Evan, well done on the heat race win.
Yeah, thank you.
Evan C. gets the win in heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 going to line up like this. Gabe Elkins will start on pole. Hunter Rich lines up at a position number 2. Position number 3 going to be Matt Selby. From position number 4 will be Chase Hardy. Position number 5 will be Dylan Hauser. From position number 6, it's Colton Herbert. Position number 7, it's Bob Klein. Jason Salter from position number 8. Nick Baum out of 9. Logan Brass out of position number 10. And Dylan Yeager in the 48 line up at a position at number 11. Boy, this is stacked, this heat race. Just got to look at the drivers in this one, the regular A-main contenders, to see how good this field is in heat race number 2. Hardy to the outside of Selby as they work down into 3 and 4. Rich gets a little tight. 3 wide for 2nd, 3rd and 4th position. It's going to be Hunter Rich holding on to position number 2. 3rd at the line between Hardy and Selby was Hardy by 16 1,000ths of a second. Oh, Harvey catches the tyre on the infield. Something may have broken on the front end of the 116 car. We should be going yellow here in just a moment. They're still 2 and 3 wide. Right there through the field is Dylan Hauser and Colton Herbert. They've come from what was that 3rd row, positions number 5 and 6. And they found themselves up into a transfer position right now. Look at this 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th on screen. Holy cow, look at this Hornet's Nest. 2 and 3 wide again as they work through turn number 3 and 4. Klein gets a little nudge there from the 0-2 car of Nick Baum. Klein kept it going. In fact, he may have stopped on the racetrack. He's gone back to the pits. Meanwhile, Hunter Rich slides up into the side of the 12 car of Colton Herbert as he put the move there on Jason Salter in car number 10. Baum again, 3 wide with Yeager on the bottom. Selby through the middle of the raceway. 6th, 7th and 8th there just to the right of your screen. Selby drives it in deep into 3 and 4. Again, Selby and Balm rubbing up door panels with each other in down the front straightaway. Back up towards the minor placings as the white flag is out. 1 lap left to go for Gabe Elkins. Dylan Hauser, Colton Herbert. Boy, you just know that win is going to be on for young and old down into 3 and 4. The final time, Hunter Rich trying to make the move on Colton Herbert. Oh boy, drama late in this one. Drama late in this one. Heat race number 2, Hunter Rich moving Herbert out of the way. Oh boy, this is going to be a talking point. Heat race number 2. Results will be Gabe Elkins, Dylan Hauser, Hunter Rich unofficially your top 3. Colton Herbert, Jason Salter, Matthew Selby, Nick Balm, Dylan Yeager, Logan Brass and Bob Klein. Your top 10 drivers in heat race number 2. We wait for Gabe Elkins to get out of the race car and we'll chat to him right now. Gabe Elkins gets the job in heat race number 2. Gabe, congratulations on the victory. Well, you made it somewhat easy for yourself picking up the win in heat race number 2, but that's the easy part done. The hard part is trying to win that 50-lap main event.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You feeling confident in this race car? You liking how it's getting around at the moment?
Yes, sir. It feels pretty good. I'd like to thank Tanner and all of them because I haven't really been here, so.
Oh, you look like you haven't missed a beat. Gabe, congratulations on the win in heat race number 2. We look forward to seeing what you can do in the 50-lap main event to come.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Gabe Elkins, winner of heat race number 2. Heat race number 3 going to look like this. Chase Barber will start from position number 1. Caden Honeycutt will line up at a position number 2. Position number 3 will be Dylan Wilson. Position number 4 going to be Nathan Smith. Your 5th starter inside the 3rd row will be Hayden Tolleson. Austin Sessions lines up the 20 machine from position number 6. Ethan Toda lines up at a position number 7. The 1 car of Robbie Buchanan Jr. lines up at a position number 8. Colton Zimmer will start from position number 9. Trent Bailey lines up at a position number 10. And you go back to Trey Mills in position number 11. Boy, just when you thought heat race number 2 was stacked, heat race number 3 just as stacked as what the last heat race was. Coming to the green, Chase Barber will lead us up for corner number 4. 8 laps is the distance. Honeycutt got some company right there immediately with Dylan Wilson, but Wilson now going to have the 22 car of Nathan Smith sniffing up on the rear bumper, seeing what he can find, seeing what he can do with the 80 car. Wilson to the inside of Honeycutt as they work through 1 and 2 sessions in that number 20 machine is gotten by Hayden Tolleson, and now coming up the 3rd, make that 4th place runner, the 22 car of Nathan Smith. Tolleson again running right behind the 22 car of Smith. Sessions looks to slide up in front of him. Session keeps it going. Maybe a little bit of a love tap there from the 327 car of Tolleson. Tolleson and Sessions side by side for 4th and 5th. Battle on between Honeycutt and Wilson. As Honeycutt has got it down in the turn number 3. But here comes Wilson back at Honeycutt on the exit of turn number 4. We're halfway home here in heat race number 3. Second last heat race of the evening. Buchanan Jr. as Tolleson has gotten by Sessions in the 20. Buchanan Jr. hot on the heels. Just looks like he's lacking the last couple of months. Every time that we see the 1JR car, just looks like he's not up to speed on what we're used to seeing. Slider from Smith there on Wilson with 2 to run at the line. Wilson back to the inside. Wilson had 3rd. Wilson now coming back after Smith down into 1 and 2. Smith tries to get a run. He now goes to the inside of it. Wilson stays right through the middle. Chase Barber will lead 7 down. Just 1 lap left to go. Smith with a run on Wilson. Gets tight. Hit the infield. Jack the tyres. Tolleson now goes on by. 3 and 4 for the final time. Chase Barber going to be victorious here in heat race number 3. Gee, just when you think the pro late models turn it on, the supers, they're doing just as well. Heat race number 3 results up on your screen. Chase Barber, Caden Honeycutt, Dylan Wilson to be your top 3. We'll chat to your winner here in just a few moments' time. Then you go back to Tolleson, Smith, Toda, Buchanan, Sessions, Mills, and Zimmer. Your top 10 drivers. Heat number 3 winner of Chase Barber. And Chase, congratulations on the victory. You put yourself in a good spot for tonight's main event. Are you happy with the progress of the car at the moment in that 23 car?
Oh yeah, I'm happy about it. I mean, look to be pretty much elite, a lot faster than the rest of the competition right now. So we'll just keep on rolling the rest of the night, see what we can do at the end.
No doubt the gloves will be off, and this quarter-mile racetrack, the elbows are going to be out. What's it going to take to put this 23 on the top step of the podium later on tonight?
Oh, I'm just going out there and giving it hell. The gloves are off.
Gloves are off. Well done, Chase, on the win. We'll see you back shortly in the 50-lap main event.
Thank you.
Chase Barber, your winner of heat race number 3. Heat number 4 lining up on the raceway right now. Zach Jenkins will start alongside Logan Rumsey on row number 1. Row number 2 will see Lucas Rourke alongside Jaden Sheehan. Row 3 going to be Anthony Thompson alongside Christopher Joy. Row 4, Devin Nelson and Brady Thompson. Row 5, Joe Cease and Bolton Porterfield. And Greg Keppel lines up in position number 11 in row number 6. This is good. Couple of drivers that finished in the podium in the Pro Late Models. They find themselves getting ready to do battle once again here in heat race number 3. And Sheen got an absolute Barry Crocker of a start. Meanwhile, top 3, Jenkins, Rumsey and Rourke. Jenkins in the 62, Rourke on the 5 car. On the inside, Rumsey in that 41. Slide job into 1 and 2. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Zach Jenkins tries to split him. Here comes Rumsey with a little slider on. Jenkins, Rourke back to the outside. Logan Rumsey will lead what is lap number 2, but Jenkins goes back to the race lead at the midway point of the back straightaway. Lucas Rourke, Rumsey with a slider right across the nose of the 62 car. Boy, very tight between Logan Rumsey and Zach Jenkins. It was Logan Rumsey by a tenth of a second, and Rumsey back to the middle on the exit of turn number 4 right now. 4 down, 4 to run for Rumsey. Jenkins, don't count him out just yet. Neither is Lucas Rourke, Anthony Thompson, Devin Nelson, Christopher Joy. Drivers on the outside looking in at the moment. Top 3 will lock themselves into the main event. Rourke coming with a move there on Zach Jenkins, who was your pole sitter in this one. Jenkins gets into the back of Rourke. Rourke will protect the slider going down into turn number 3. Thompson, if Jenkins is not careful, Thompson is right there to pounce. Thompson goes to the inside of Jenkins, down into 1 and 2, gets a little tight. Jenkins around the outside, coming to the white flag, 1 lap left to go. Heat race number 4, final heat of the night. Jenkins, can he hold on to a podium position? Can he hold on to a transfer spot? Let's wait and find out. Thompson's got one more chance at him into 3 and 4. I doubt it's going to happen. It's going to be Logan Rumsey victorious. Second will go to Lucas Rourke. Logan Rumsey in 3rd. We'll chat to heat number 4, winner of Logan Rumsey here in just a few moments' time. But there it is. Logan Rumsey gets the win over Lucas Rourke. Zach Jenkins in 3rd. Anthony Thompson, Devin Nelson, Christopher Joy, Joe C, Bolton Porterfield, Jaden Sheehan, and Greg Keppel. Your top 10 drivers as we get set here in just a few moments' time for the first of what is in fact 2 B mains. They will be consisted of 10 laps, but the top 6 are going to find themselves locked into tonight's A main event. We'll chat to your winner of heat race number 4 and the winner of the DirtFan.com Pro Late Models. Logan Rumsey gets the job done once again. Logan, it's becoming a custom each and every week. We get to talk to you throughout the heats. Hopefully continue on with another good showing here in the feature event. But tell you what, heat race number 4 pretty much summed it up. What you've done in the Pro Late Models with sliders being served.
Yeah, we qualified in the same spot at the start of the same spot in the heat race, and kind of did the same thing. We just threw a couple sliders for the lead and eventually got to the front. And I literally loaded up the Pro Late Model setup on here, changed the gear, and that's what I'm running, and it feels really good. So the race setup should be the same way. It should have a really good car here in the feature.
Well, we look forward to seeing what you can do starting from that outside of the second road. Logan, well done on the win. Good luck in that A main, mate.
Thank you.
There we go. Logan Rumsey, your winner of heat race number 4. B main time. B main number 1. It'll be Connor New to start alongside Hayden Tolson on the front row. Then we go back to that second row, inside and outside. It'll be James Sturry alongside Nathan Smith. Row number 3, Tucker Elkins and Ethan Toda. Row number 4 going to be Austin Holder alongside the 1J Anchor of Robbie Buchanan Jr. Brett Carey will start alongside Austin Sessions in row number 5. Robert Overstreet. Trey Mills will start in row number 6. Stephen Gaines, Colton Zimmer in row 7. And row number 8 going to be Cole Younger and Trent Bailey to make up the 16 cars in this one. Green flag is out. And we're underway in B main competition. And you just know things are going to get very sketchy around the Limaland Motorsports Park. Is 1 in the books. And we've got 9 to run. So after this, not this one, but the second B main, there will be a 1-minute warm-up session. So nothing really to go through. Watching Tucker Elkins, sorry. In fact, in that 87 machine, slider there from Starry on Tolleson for the minor placing. But watching this battle right now, 3 wide Holder, Toda and Buchanan. Buchanan just cups the slider there from the 23T car. Mills around the outside, Session to the inside, Overstreet to the inside. Trey Mills into position number 7 and now coming after 3 and 4 wide again down into 1 and 2. Buchanan was on the inside of Holder into the back of Smith. Sorry, into the back of Toda was Nathan Smith. And now Toda again down to the inside, trying to get a run on Tucker Elkins off turn number 2. Smith to the outside. Now Trey Mills coming at it. Big slider, parks it on the 22 car. Mills now trying to get by Toda at the line. Sessions going to make it 3 wide. Problems there for Brent Carey. 3 wide for the final transfer position. Coming to 3 laps left to run. Look out, Smith. Here comes Buchanan. Oh, Sessions across the infield. Oh, boy. Three wide for the transfer position. So there is a lot to process here. And I think the 23T car has got a lot to answer for. So let's this is going to be a lot to take in, so bear with me. And we are going to have a look at this replay. So the slider was from Trey Mills, right on the nose. Yeah, that pushes. So Trey Mills gets pushed from behind. So that looked like it was all just hard racing there, but in my eyes, the 23T car. Now, the first bit of contact, okay, we can deal with. So again, just bear with us. We are just looking at another screen just to bring it up. But yes, the initial contact was the 23. The 23T got into Robbie Buchanan Jr. as well, which forced Buchanan around, so Toda will go to the end of the line. So just waiting for race control to make that decision. So Ethan Toda, you can see, can confirm that he is being given the EOL, the end of line penalty. Obviously not happy at the situation, but it is what it is, and there was a number of times where he made contact with not one but 2 drivers. Back to green with just 2 laps left to run. Main event, B main time. Looking to take the top 6 to get into the main event. Mills to the inside of Elkins into 1 and 2. This is for 3rd and 4th position, but that's not going to be for the transfer spot because that final transfer spot belongs to the 46 car of Robert Overstreet. White Figer's out, 1 to go. Gaines is there. Gaines was there. Colton Zimmer's there. Can he get a run? Overstreet going to protect as they work down into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out. Getting the win in B main number 1. He's going to be Connor New. He gets the job done in B main number 1. 10 laps is complete. Results are about to come up on your screen right now. So there is results for B main number 1. Connor New getting the win over James Starry. Tucker Elkins will be your top 3. Nathan Smith, Robert Overstreet, and Colton Zimmer getting the final transfer spot, which means we had a problem there with, I think, either Austin Holder or in fact, maybe Robbie Buchanan Jr. I'm not sure. No, Trey Mills in the 14 car. So Trey Mills will not qualify. B main number 2 will look like this. Colton Herbert alongside Anthony Thompson in the front row. Fireworks already waiting to happen. Row number 2 going to be Jason Salter and Devin Nelson. Row 3 going to be Matthew Selby and Christopher Joy. Row 4 we'll see Nick Baum alongside Joe Cease. Dylan Yeager, Bolton Porterfield in row number 5. Row number 6, Logan Brash, Jaden Sheehan. Bob Klein, the chef inside. Greg Keppel in row number 7. Chase Hardy and Brady Thompson will make up the 16 cars in B main number 2. And again, same principle will apply. It is 10 laps on the board. Top 6 will go through. If you're 7th on back, you say, well, we say good night. Nelson to the inside there on the 131 car of Thompson. Herbert put himself into the concrete wall in the middle, 1 and 2. That allowed Jason Salter in the D1RT number 10 car to close in. Work on the inside goes the 48 car of Dylan Yeager. Christopher Joy sends it upstairs. Nick Baum to the inside. Nelson does a little bit of a moment in the middle of 1 and 2. Nearly 3 wide again for that final transfer spot. Yeager and Baum on the very inside of the raceway. At the line, of course, it's Colton Herbert leading the way. Yeager, Nelson, side by side as they work down into turn number 3 and 4. Yeager again alongside Nelson, battling on for 4th and 5th. Then you go back to Christopher Joy. He's got Matt Selby there. Joe Cease into the side of Selby. Selby around will go yellow. There is a yellow. And that contact all started with the 50 car of Joe Cease. Just cut it down to the inside, slid all the way up into the side of Selby. And should put Joe Cease to the tail end of the field. Let me just double check that and confirm with that. Let me get a different angle on it. So Cease turns it underneath Nick Baum and then slides it all the way from the bottom, into the side of Selby. Joe Cease, EOL. So Joe Cease is going to cop that end of line penalty. So again, after this final B main, there is a warm-up session. Now, it may say 3, or in fact it might say 5 minutes. However, it is going to be just 1 minute. So Joe Cease does get the end of line penalty, and of course we'll go back green here in a few moments' time as second and final B main on the program for this evening. We thank each and every one of you for tuning in here to Ultimate Dirt TV live across the social media pages. As the field doubles up into 2x2 formation. Back to green, Colton Herbert. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate it. Salter, Thompson, that's your top 3, or one on the top side. Nelson in the 9 car, trying to get around the 48 car of Dylan Yeager. And now Christopher Joy in that 6th and final transfer position. Problems after the 12 car, Bolton Porterfield. seems to have it sorted out right now, but again, Jaeger continues to work to the very inside of the race, right into 3 and 4, and Jaeger going to find his way up to position number 3. Is he at the start-finish line? It was very close between Jaeger and Thompson. He did have it by 15 one-thousandths of a second, so Jaeger still making the inside line work, and one of the only drivers to make it work. Klein is also trying to run down there as well, but Klein is now 2 spots out of a transfer. If he can continue to make it work on the inside, Joy and Porterfield, they may just come unstuck, so keep an eye on Bob Klein in that 7 car. So work down into 1 and 2 here on the final lap. Jaeger now getting back by the 131 car. So work into 3 and 4 for the final time. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Colton Herbert getting the win. Jason Salters second, third, Jaeger fourth. Thompson and Jaeger third and fourth. Nelson will come home with a top 5 finish. And then to wrap up this B main is going to be getting the 6th and final transfer position will be Christopher Joy, just ahead of Bolton Porterfield by just under a 1/10 of a second. Sheen, Klein, Selby, that'll be your top 10. And of course over the page, Keppel, Cease, Baum, Brass, Thompson and Hardy. Warm-up session is upon us right now. So with that being said, we'll take this opportunity to step aside here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We'll come back, we'll pay some bills, and get ready for tonight's 50-lap A main event here from the Limaland Motorsports Park. You're watching the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder Esports League, round number 5 here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. All right, we are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV coverage of the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models. We're not going to go 4 wide. Thank you. We're not going to go 4 wide here this evening, so no 4 wide salute. But we'll take a look at your starting lineup, and it'll look like this. Evan C alongside Gabe Elkins on the front row. Row number 2 is going to be Chase Barber alongside Logan Rumsey. Row 3, see Ryan Hodge alongside Dylan Hauser. We go back to row number 4, Caden Honeycutt, then Lucas Rourke. Row 5 will see Tyler Ducharme and Hunter Rich. Row number 6 going to be Dylan Wilson and Zach Jenkins. Row 7, Connor New and Colton Herbert. Row number 8, James Starry and Jason Salter. Row number 9, Tucker Elkins and Dylan Yeager. Row number 10, Nathan Smith and Anthony Thompson. Row 11, Robert Overstreet, Devin Nelson. But your 12th and final row, Colton Zimmer and Christopher Joy. No 4 wide salute here this evening, so it is showtime already here at the Limaland Motorsports Park for the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder Esports League. And we are about to lay down 50 laps on the board. It's showtime here at Limaland, and we're on the way. Evan C, Gabe Elkins, it's a drag race down into turn number 1. Coming off turn number 2, it's going to be the 33 car of Evan C. Right through the middle he goes. Look at Ryan Hodge, Caden Honeycutt, all working the bottom side. Through turn number 3 and 4. Rourke just a little bit of a nudge into the left rear quarter panel. 3 wide again, nearly 4 wide through 1 and 2. It was Rourke who got into the side of Dylan Hauser in that number 2 machine. Watching Hauser and Honeycutt. Hauser's got 5th, make that 6th position. Now coming up, the 5th place driver, Chase Barber. And then you go back to Ryan Hodge. They're also side by side. Rourke, Honeycutt, Hauser, 3 wide down the front straightaway. Hauser on the top. Rourke through the middle. Honeycutt again working to the inside line. We've completed 3 of 50 so far. Here comes Ducharme with a 25 machine to the outside. Contact there back in the bus with, I think that was Colton Herbert and Dylan Wilson. Again, they go 3 wide down the low side. Jaeger trying to make it work. Oh my, where do you want to look? It is all happening here at Limaland, just like what we've seen in the Fin.com Pro late models. We'll go 3 wide again. Rourke, Hodge, and Hauser. Hauser's got it. Ducharme now with a run on the outside. Rourke with a little slider there on Hodge. Hodge will turn it back underneath him again. They leave that topside lane open. Ducharme is going to take every position you want to give him. Rourke with a run on the outside of the 19 car of Hodge. Hodge gets a little nudge there from Ducharme in the 25. Honeycutt, Rich, Jenkins again. They go side by side, 3 wide through 1 and 2. And boys, super late models. Oh, look out, Starry around in the 741. James Starry around in the 741. I think he may have had a, yes he did. He had a helping hand with the 80 car of Dylan Wilson. Wilson might know that this one is coming. Oh. So Starry back to the pits. Let's take a look at Dylan Wilson. So I'm going to take another look at this one. So we've got a run. Ooh. This is going to be a real tough one to call because he comes all the way up, not really leaving a lane, or not really leaving much time for Wilson to do anything with that one. Now let's go back and look at the last couple of laps. So they were 3 wide in front of him. Now he gets to the outside, gets into the wall, gets back to the outside, then comes up. And with the speed that these guys goes, I guess maybe he wasn't anticipating Starry to drive up the racetrack like that, which confirmed that Dylan Wilson has gone back to the end of the line anyway, so maybe he's called that, but either way, no, look, Scooter, just having a look at that, there really is nothing in it between. Like I said, Starry actually drives up the racetrack. Drove it up in front of Dylan Wilson in the 80 car. But seeing as though Wilson actually went back to the pits. Now, whether Wilson's claimed that or not, not too sure. But we know Wilson's a pretty honest racer when it comes to our racing. If he feels like he's at fault. Back to green, Rumsey with a slider on Evan C. And these 2 guys went at it. We'll go yellow. So I'm not sure what happened there. So bear with me. Just going to mute the microphone for a minute. It's James Starry back to the pits. Oh yeah, I actually wasn't looking, Darby, I was looking at the other monitor. I'll go back for that. Hang on. Yeah, just looking at that now. Well, I mean, that all started with Gabe Elkins. And it's real simple. So it looks like they're actually going to get his spot back. But it's real simple. You don't jump the start. You don't try and jump the start. And that sort of stuff won't happen. These drivers know. Evan C going to bring us back to the green flag on the exit of turn number 4. And immediately Logan Rumsey going to throw the slider on Evan C down into 1 and 2. C moves back to the inside on Rumsey. And again, we spoke about the history. Well, I haven't really spoke about the exact history, but the history that these two guys have with one another. It's no secret that, well, they know how to race each other. They know they can lean on each other. It's going to be Evan C and Logan Rumsey coming up to the back of the 12 car of Colton Herbert. Evan C did not have the lead. It was Logan Rumsey by 72 1,000 of a second. Double slide jump by Rumsey and Barbara on C. And C comes back at him down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be C leading down the back straight away into 3. Rumsey. He's got to be careful with the lap car there of Colton Herbert in car number 12. And you know Herbert, he's just trying to run his own race. He's just trying to stay on the lead lap. So this is going to get real interesting considering we are now within lap cars. And the first lap car with the 12 car of Colton Herbert. So they know that they don't need to do anything silly. C, top shelf, Rumsey through the middle of the raceway. Herbert just going to somewhat back off here just to the low side. Just to let the cars on the lead lap go on by. Just as the yellow comes out. He might be lucky here. Colton Herbert going back to the pits. Dylan Yeager in the 48 car. Oh, no, that's all on the 48 there. It is all on the 48. Again, we've already spoken and we've seen it a number of times that these tyres, they hurt, they bite. So the 48 car goes around. He'll go back to the pits. He'll get that fast repair done. And in fact, looks like he's struggling to get that fast repair. So we'll just see if that 48 car is going to get it all sorted. And maybe not. So Evan C, Logan Rumsey. At the line it was Evan C by a 1/10.5. Opting to choose to go to the inside line. So we'll come back to the green flag here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Main event time for the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder Esports League. Can we have another great finish in tonight's main event with the Supers, much like what we had in the Pro Late Models? Rumsey with a deep slider. Look at Tyler Duchamp throwing some haymakers there on Elkins and Hauser. Hauser coming back after him right now down into 1 and 2. We go 3 wide. And again, we'll go 3 wide into 3 and 4. Duchamp. Hauser, battle is on for the race lead. It's still Evan C leading by not just about a 1/10 of a second. It was 99 1,000th of a second. And again, we stay watching right now for positions number 5 and 6. You know what? Let's go back up front because you know Rumsey, he's going to want to get back the race lead. He does in turn number 1 off turn number 2. Evan C's found a quick way to dispose of the 41 car, but the 41 car of Logan Rumsey still making the 33 car of Evan C work for the top spot. C somewhat cheated the entry, went for the middle slider line into 1 and 2 to break up the momentum there from the 41 car, and Rumsey right across the nose of the 33 of Evan C. But again, Evan C, he's seen that one coming. Stevie Wonder could have seen that one coming. Back here, Colton Zimmer, Christopher Joy, back there in positions number 9 and 10. And you go back to Hodge. In 11th, you've got Dylan Wilson, Connor New. They're 3 wide through turn number 1. And again, we can look through this field, and there's always a battle happening here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Into the wall goes Zimmer. Hodge gets on by. So Zimmer just having some mechanical issues there in that number 20 machine. New on the bottom side again. Wilson through the middle after going from the back of the bus. He's found his way back to position number 10. Colton Zimmer still got some problems. Look at Duchamp with a move here on Dylan Hauser into 1 and 2. Hauser will come back at Duchamp. This is your battle for 4th and 5th. Hauser again with a big slider into turns 3. Off for turn number 4. We're halfway home. here in A main competition. Evan C leading the way. Honeycutt now trying to throw his hat into the mix along with bringing Gabe Elkins. Hauser into the wall. Honeycutt has to check up. Christopher Joy absolutely Dylan. Christopher Joy just rolling the bottom side. He's found his way to position number 10. Watching Honeycutt and Hauser though for positions number 5 and 6. Honeycutt with a big move there on Hauser. Hauser will come back and they'll get stuck together. Now they get it back going. So there was Honeycutt and Hauser who was caught there. They were tagged alongside one another. And Honeycutt straight up into the side of Hauser. And that's going to put the yellows on. And Honeycutt will go to the rear. Straight up stupid. So Honeycutt in the 18. The 2 car of Hauser upside down. So Caden Honeycutt was disqualified. And no doubt potential further penalties. Further penalties to come from the 18 machine of Caden Honeycutt. So the lights to go out here in a few moments' time. Back to green C with a slider on Rumsey. We'll get to the chat here in a moment because I've got something to say about a couple of those points there. Rumsey and C, they come together. Rumsey going to go around. We'll go yellow. Looking at that, and now I'm going to say that that is going to go on the 33 just before that call does happen. We are going to look at this properly because this is the big call. This is for the race lead. So Rumsey clears him. But it was Evan C who tried to get a run on the outside and the cars just got hooked together. So, again, that was a big slider into 3 and 4. Clears him. And it was C to initiate that initial contact. So, your race leader is about to be sent to the tail end of the field. For initiating the contact. Alright, let me show you something here real quickly. Alright. He's got him clear, okay? Who's the car that makes the contact on the outside? Who's the car that hits the 41? Okay, thank you. Like I said, Listen, when every one of these drivers... Alright, hang on. We're just in race control booth. Put the 33 to the back.
You there?
Yep, we're here.
Yeah.
33 to the back. I'm making that call.
Wait, and that's
Evan C.
kind.
Okay.
Well,
Logan had it.
Logan
had it clear.
Correct. Logan had the slide job clear. Okay, yes, there was a lane left. C tried to get to the outside, and C hit his
But he
right
was
rear quarter
already-
panel. No, he wasn't. He wasn't there, Steve.
Okay.
Hang on. Let me just do it this way. Okay. I'm just going to share my screen so you can see what I'm looking at, and then I'm going to bring the broadcast.
Watch the replay one more time. Give me just a second here.
All right. Okay. So I'm going to show you exactly what. So basically, all this is coming on through stream. Okay. So the 41 clears him, right? The 33 of C tries to go around the outside. He's the one that initiates the contact in Rumsey's right rear quarter panel. Okay, and then they make contact. From that initial contact, C gets into the wall, which then bumps the car down into the side of Rumsey, not being able to get off of each other. That is
Okay.
the 33's fault.
All right.
Okay.
All right. After extensive.
There we go. And that's how we make a decision. Like I said, every one of these drivers, they are all just a name and number. Rumsey was clear. Anyhow, back to a couple of incidents ago with the Hauser Honeycutt deal. Like I said, Honeycutt was disqualified. So the 33 car is and will go to the back of the field. I really hope an underdog wins too. All right, so there we see the 33 car of Evan C. And I can tell you he's actually pulled it back into the pits and he is done. So obviously not happy with the decision, but it is what it is. Like I said, we make these calls and yes, we have to deal with the tough consequences. Like I said, these drivers, they all get treated equally. To me, I don't care what setup shop you run for. I don't care what team you run for. When it comes to putting on leagues, putting on broadcast, everybody is an equal individual, regardless of whether I like you or not. Tyler Ducharme going to lead us back to green with 19 to run. Off turn number 4, and Ducharme the race leader. Chase Barber to the inside of Hodge. Look at the 07 of Gabe Elkins. Christopher Joy through the middle. Thompson, New come together. In fact, it's New and Wilson that come together. Christopher Joy rolling the inside. Boy, you just love to see a real underdog, the 32 of Christopher Joy. It was had to come from position number 24. Dead last in this field, and he's got himself a top 5. Barbara around the outside of Joy to get back the 3rd spot. Elkins, Gabe Elkins in that 07 machine trying to come back at Christopher Joy. Joy now going to go upstairs. Dylan Wilson going through the middle of the speedway. Thompson has got Connor New breathing right down the neck of that 131 car. New again all over the back of Thompson as they work through 3 and 4. Wilson, Thompson, side by side, just behind. Now, this is outside the top 5. This is for 6th and 7th position. Coming to 14 to go, and Tyler Ducharme is your race leader. Elkins now starting to close the gap, or started to close that gap on the 32 car of Christopher Joy. Joy just stuck right in, a little bit of a patch right now. Still rolling the inside of the raceway, not completely to the inside in 3 and 4. Back upstairs into 1 and 2 we go. Wilson, Thompson and New again. 3 cars fighting it out for position 6, 7 and 8 now. Wilson, Zimmer, you can see there at the top of your screen, just got into the wall. Wilson and Thompson still going at it. It's a 1.5 second. It was a 1.5 second lead. It's down to 1.2, 1.3 second now. So Ryan Hodge slowly closing in on your race leader now. 10 to go at the start-finish line. Wilson parks it on the nose of the 131 car. Thompson, slider, new with a double slide job, double crisscross. Boy, 10 to run at the line. Thompson with a move there on you again. This is your battle for right now, 7th and 8th position. Joy still holding on to position number 4, 1 spot out of a podium position. Thompson with a move on you again. Zimmer just gets a little nudge to the back of the 10 cars. They work down the back straight away. Tyler Duchamp still your race leader. New with a slider again, parking it on the nose of the 131 car. They start to develop, get into lap traffic once again. How will this one play out? Connor New, Anthony Thompson, Colton Zimmer, Dylan Yeager. Then you go back to Robert Overstreet trying to find his way to a top 10. Meanwhile, Dylan Wilson comes after Gabe Elkins down into turn number 3. Herbert in the 12 car just rolling the inside again, just a lap car, just doing everything just to try and get some more points. He knows that he's going to finish in 20th position. Wilson goes to the inside. Herbert through the middle again, just trying to let the cars on the lead lap go on by. That he does. Which should be 5 to run. Joy coming after Barbara for the final spot on the podium. Barbara coming after Ryan Hodge, but I don't think that anything is going to happen between first, second, maybe third and fourth, depending on what happens between Barbara and Joy, with 3.5 to go. Again, Joy works through the middle of the raceway, trying to catch some of the looser marbles right through the middle. Nothing right there, nothing doing in 1 and 2, but I'm going to say he looks a little bit better in 1 and 2 than 3 and 4. Maybe it's top 3 and 4 and the middle 1 and 2, but everybody, a lot of the drivers, in fact, working all the way around the racetrack up on the top side. The 25 car of Tyler Duchamp for the penultimate time here in a main competition. We'll see the white flag out. 1 lap left to run for the 25 car of Tyler Duchamp. And the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder Esports League. First time this season, Tyler Duchamp is going to go to victory lane. Tyler Duchamp will win over Ryan Hodge in 2nd spot. 3rd will go to Chase Barbara. Take a look at your official results coming up here in just a few moments' time. But the 25 car, rightfully so, doing some donuts, or did do some donuts, but it was now short-lived. And the 25 car comes to victory lane. We'll take a look at the results here. Tyler Duchamp ahead of Ryan Hodge and Chase Barbara. That'll be your top 3. Christopher Joy comes home in 4th position. Gabe Elkins rounds out your top 5. Dylan Wilson 6th. Connor News 7th. Colton Zimmer 8th. Logan Rumsey 9th. And Robert Overstreet will make up your top 10. We go over the page. In 11th, it'll be Dylan Yeager. In 12th was Jason Salter. Tucker Elkins in 13th. Devin Nelson 14th. Nathan Smith makes up your top 15. Zach Jenkins in 16th. 17th was Hunter Rich. Anthony Thompson in 18th. A lap down. James Starry 19th. Also a lap down. Colton Herbert in 20th. Dylan Hauser in 21st. Lucas Rourke, Evan C. And Caden Honeycutt was disqualified. There we go. Your 24 starters. We get ready to chat to our top 3. We'll go from 3rd to 1st here this evening. Home in 3rd place tonight, it's going to be the 23 car of Chase Barber. And Chase, congratulations on the 3rd place finish here tonight. Boy, that car looks a little worse for wear, but hey, I tell you what, 3rd place finish here tonight, I guess you're not going to complain, right?
I don't know. I mean, first off, what I'd like to say is, I mean, this is just too good of a league for the DH2 machine just to destroy all of it. I mean, first he tries to take my spot under yellow, and then we're not even going, and he runs straight through my ass. So, fuck Dylan Hauser, fuck all of House of Speed. I'd like to thank Speed Ranch, Cocky Floyd Consulting, Dirty South Speed Shop, you for broadcasting it, Steven for putting on the league, and giving us everything to race. It's just a shame that one man has to ruin all of it. And I'd like to thank Gage Stevens for writing the press release.
I don't even know where to begin with that one. We're just going to let that one go. Chase Barber home in position number 3. We'll get to the man that comes home in 2nd spot. Oh boy, Ryan Hodge. Ryan, congratulations on 2nd place finish here tonight. Boy, a tough little racetrack, but a racetrack that I'm sure you had a lot of fun at here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, getting the damage there at the start definitely, I think, hurt us a little bit towards the end. But, I mean, getting top 3 in this league's definitely pretty hard. I mean, the competition in here is pretty unbeatable. Just gotta thank all the guys. Dylan Hauser for helping me. I mean, he got me here. He helped me get here where I am right now. Just everyone, all the guys at RHI, House of Speed, Competition Transmission Gear, CSR, Dylan Baldwin at Sick Race Graphics, Dahlstrom Photography, and just everyone that helps me. I mean, I don't know if I'd be able to stand up here without any of them.
How tough was it to, try and put 50 consistent laps together to, to come away with the finish? There was a couple of yellows throughout the course of that race, but I mean that last little run of green flag run, you had to hold off the likes of Chase Barber, Christopher Joy. While doing that, you were trying to run down Tyler Ducharme.
Yeah, I mean, definitely with all the speedrunners cars in the field, it's kind of hard to miss them all. You know, I mean, they hit everything on the damn track. They're like a traffic cone, but yeah, it was definitely pretty hard. I mean, there were pretty good guys out there, but I mean, when you have 12 of them in the field, I guess, out of the 24, I mean, it's kind of hard to miss them all.
Ryan, well done on second place. We look forward to seeing you back next week, mate.
Thank you.
Ryan Hodge, second place finisher here tonight in the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models. And now we get to chat to your race winner. Driving car number 25, it's Tyler Ducharme. Tyler, you come to victory lane in World of...
Piss excellence, and nobody can hang with my stuff.
I know that was gonna play.
You know what? That's fine. You know what? We can deal with that. We'll let that live. Hey, buddy, congratulations coming back to victory lane. This one must feel pretty good.
Yeah, man, it's been like almost 4 years since I won a league race at all, especially World of Thunder. Kind of got a gift there, but we'll take it. I'd rather be lucky than good any day, Brett.
You started position number 9 in this field. Did you think that it was possible to get the win? Because, week in, week out, World of Thunder competition, it just brings like the pro series level of competition.
No, we worked pretty good in the heat race. Didn't qualify as good as I wanted to. I told Logan there in the beginning of the feature, I'm like, man, dude, we got a hot rod. We just gotta, be patient here. And him and Evan got together, and I was just in a position to capitalize on it. Passed a lot of cars. I mean, passed Hauser, passed a bunch of good cars to get into that position. So I know there was some stuff that got torn up for that, but just still unbelievable. Still can't believe it. But that's what happens sometimes when you take your time and just let stuff unfold in front of you. I mean, I don't know, man. It's unbelievable.
Tyler, well done on the victory here tonight. Before we let you go, we'll let you take a moment to thank everybody involved on this 25 car that makes this possible for you.
First of all, I got to give a huge shout out to Alpha Industries. Without them, I wouldn't even be where I'm at today. It's been a great 5-year partnership, and Logan really helped me out tonight. Logan, JD, James, everyone over there. I mean, it's just great people to be with. Ducharme Speed, Jam Performance, Fox Shocks, Dustin Hall for the wrap. Shout out to Mike Boano and everyone over there. Just unbelievable. I'm kind of speechless.
Well done on the win. We'll look forward to seeing you back next week. Make that 2 weeks' time for round number 6.
Yep, thank you, Brett.
Tyler Ducharme, your winner here tonight from the Limaland Motorsports Park. And well, drama, controversy, it's got it all. You can say what you want in the comment, but it is what it is. It's going to be another night of fantastic racing. It's been a wonderful night so far tonight with the Pro Late Models to kick it off, and then the Super Late Models. Limaland is one of those tracks that it can either turn it on or it will just turn it off completely. And tonight, I feel that, it turned it on big time. So congratulations to Tyler Ducharme, who picks up the win in the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models, presented by World of Thunder Esports League here at Limaland. That will wrap it up here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time with World of Thunder competition on Sunday night. But don't forget the busy week for Ultimate Dirt TV. Monday, 10 o'clock Eastern. We're back live with the Northwest Racing Association Series. Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Eastern. Street Stocks doubleheader on the program. And, of course, we go back to Wednesday night, which will be the Down and Dirty Outlaws at, at 9 o'clock Eastern, then 11 o'clock Eastern, Northwest Racing Association. And then Thursday night to wrap up what is going to be a triple header, we'll have the Coast to Coast Racing League, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern, and then 9 o'clock or 9:30 Eastern will be the Down and Dirty Outlaws to wrap up another fantastic week. Well, that'll do it for us here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We'll come back tomorrow night and we'll do it all again. We hope that you enjoyed the coverage, but until then, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, I'm Brett Wheeler, signing off, saying good night.